Hello and welcome on X channel. I, Justin,
and I, Kylian,
will be your host for today. On this episode, we will be discussing about art and giving you some few examples. First, we will need a definition. Art brings together human works intended to touch the sense and emotion of the public.
So, art can be anything. A drawing, a video game, a piece of technology, even a philosophical idea can be one. It's up to the eyes and mind of the public to decide if that can be considered as one. Art is not just about its beauty. There is also the utility and context. Let us take Guernica as an example. At first glance, it's just another Picasso painting with no deeper meaning. Until you learn about the why of this piece, a representation of the horror and war during the Spanish Civil War, suddenly the piece has much more sense.
Art is something that makes us feel alive, give us idea and emotion. That's what gives our lives meaning, inspire generations to keep going, to give us the will to live. With that being said, we can proceed to the art of two students.
Ves allí, amigo Sancho Panza, donde se descubren 30 o poco más gigantes, con quien pienso hacer batalla y quitarles a todos la vida.
¿Qué gigantes?
Aquellos que ves de los brazos largos.
This is a really true piece of art. The aesthetic, the context, everything about that is absolutely perfect. Truly the peak of human design.
The year prior, two students were facing a challenge given by their Spanish teacher. Create a video out of an extract of the famous novel Don Quixote.
So, in order to fulfill their duties, they needed to make a convincing yet non-expensive costume of a horse. That's when the fearless grandfather and grandmother of one of them offered them a helping hand, and that's how in no time the costume was ready.
This was not much, but it was honest work. The costume was convincing enough, and so the cinematographic work could begin. They have decided to take half a day and go to a wonderful place, who match perfectly the spirit of the scene. And that's when they start filming.
But they were with another group, and that was them who filmed first. It was all fun and game until they realized that already 4 hours have passed. So they have to do their part way faster, so they ended up keeping scene that was not that great. But Kylian have worked his magic and transformed leather into gold with his editing skills.
Therefore, that's why I claim with no hesitation that this videography is art, at least for their Spanish teacher and them.
And they ended up with a 20.